We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, 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 haters gone, hate supporters done it. Those are one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones.
We have to add
Really, am I they dumb? Cash app, dollars, sign on by rhyme. Hey, 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 haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, 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 haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really am I they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. Please don't hate on it. Please support on it, on it. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, are they dumb? Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. Cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme. I'm really real one of them ones, are they dumb? Thumbs up. Subscribe, cash app, dollar sign on by his rhyme.
Brothers and sisters from the Caribbean and from Africa. I don't understand that.
Are you African? Are you African?
I am of African descent. I'll never call
Are
myself
you
that.
African, sir?
I am of African descent. Yeah.
Okay, now now we're playing word games. So I'm of African descent, but I'm a foundational Black American. I'm not a continental African, and neither are you.
What does black mean in the dictionary, Tariq?
Oh my, God damn.
What does black mean in the dictionary?
Oh God, it's
What does black mean in the dictionary?
you doing the
Of African descent, right?
God damn. Are we doing that? Are we doing the Black Law Dictionary? Black means dead.
No. Wait. No. I'm not. Okay, so wait. Let me make it clear so you understand what you're dealing with. Wait. Okay, let me make it clear so you understand who you're dealing with. I am not a Moor. The name is We Are More Than Black.
Bro.
It's wordplay.
Plebiscite
It's wordplay, bro. I'm from Watts, California. I'm black.
Get it,
My mother's
bro.
a Black Panther. My mother was a Black Panther. My family are Black Panthers. I'm Black.
Bruh, you
I
about to
help
do
with some of the Black
plebiscite.
Panthers.
Brother, you about
We can call it whatever you want to. I
listen,
just want to
brother.
get back to the questions, dog.
Okay, you about to plebiscite, Babel. When y'all start doing that, well, what does black mean in the dictionary? Are we doing that?
I just told you 3 times. Black Law's dictionary is a piece of toilet paper. Henry Black was a white man who was ostracized by his peers. He was not a lawyer. He got ostracized by his peers. The Black Law's dictionary is only used in the beginning part of law school, and then it's no longer used. So again, I'm not a Moor. Fuck Moors. Now the Moors of 7/11 of 1492, I acknowledge that history, but they weren't
Slow down. This is plebiscite. We're doing plebiscite talking.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay, yeah, that's the saying. They'll let you know what that means. We call that plebiscite. Listen,
okay, that's one of your sayings. I don't know.
Right.
We good.
What should we call ourselves then?
Okay, good question. So the word African and the word Black are the 2 terms that our people historically use. Color,
damn,
Negro,
brother.
all that dumb shit. You just asked me. I'm asking you a
Just
question.
answer the bruh.
I just answered it.
Bruh, just answer the. We don't have to get into the plebiscite babbling. With respect, bro, just answer. Give me.
How can I answer if I got mute?
Just give me it. Just make it. Give me the Reader's Digest version, please, sir. What should we call it?
Again, Black and African. American, we're not American. We live in America, but I will never ever call myself no fucking American.
How are we not? I'm American. How are we not American?
I get it. To me, that's a Stockholm syndrome. Why the fuck would I call myself American? Just looking up when America was called American, 1776, we was in subjugation.
Got it. Okay, so we should call ourselves what?
Black of African descent. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that, like you said, I'm not a leader. I don't care to lead a bunch of people who don't know who the fuck they are. But I'm saying it.
Then, sir,
what I'm saying
okay. If America, if this is Stockholm syndrome, why are you not in Africa living?
Because I have children and family here. 100%. The same answer anyone else would give you. I don't have a habit to where I can just stop what I'm doing, pick up, and go to Africa and go live there. If I had,
if this is a foreign land and we ain't supposed to be here, just go to Africa. It ain't that expensive.
You said why not? Simple answer. I co-parent. It's simple answer. It's not nothing deep. I co-parent. That's it.
You can't co-parent in Africa.
No, nigga, I want to be with my family. I just finished coaching my son's football team. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm a present father. I want to be here for my team. So we getting on my.
So you got it popping here. So you got it.
Are we going back to the history? It ain't got nothing to do with popping. I'm living here.
You ain't in Africa, so I'm not. You can't. You ain't. You want to claim something that you can't go to and be successful.
No, I did not say I can't go to. You like to add words that don't fit. I didn't say I can't go. I didn't say I cannot go. Okay, excuse me. If I said I can't be because I co-parent, is that better? I'm present in my son's life and my kids, my daughter's.
You can take them over there and live up the African dream. Then
that's not the way. You from Cali, bro. You know that's not how I get down. How they get down here. The judge barely gave me the 70-30, but I'm not talking about me as a person. We're talking about the history. Let's get back. You can deflect all you want.
I'm not deflecting, bro. I'm not deflecting. But if you say
what I'm saying is with your okay.
Yeah, if you say some stuff, it's going to have to make sense. I don't do that. I'm a hostage in America. No, we're the culture here, sir.
I never use the word hostage, bro. Like I said, again,
you said Stockholm syndrome means hostage.
Me making sense to you about my personal history does not make sense. First off, secondly, I'm talking. Let's go back to chronology. We talking about why. Okay, go ahead. Sir, you want me to slow down, but I keep asking you the same question. I'm trying to say the same thing.
You're giving word salad, sir, with the respect.
I'm not. I'm giving you history. I'm giving you facts.
You're giving word salad, sir.
How about we do this? If I'm giving word salad, Tariq, how about me and you? My name is Shaka Mutan. How about we set up a debate? Live debate.
Oh, God.
Wherever you want. If I'm giving word salad, let's live debate. Don't you think it's important that our people know the true history? I'm asking you why and when y'all put 1526 on your site. Because at first it was just 1619. Somehow, some way, one of the people that y'all deal with got a hold of the San Miguel de Guadalupe slave rebellion when they
We never started at 1619. I've always talked about 1526.
Bro, I got the receipts, bro.
Where do you see 1619?
I got the receipts.
Show me a receipt. I don't know nothing about we didn't put 1619 as the origin story, because I've always known that we were. I did a movie about it, so I talked about it in one of my movies over a decade ago. So I know how long we've been.
You ain't talking. Wait. You talked about in Hidden Colors. You talked about the 1526 slave rebellion
In American Maroon.
So let me give you a little
American
history
Maroon.
first.
American
When I
Maroon.
first saw it, oh, it was a different one. Okay, got you. Okay, I was just making sure because when I first saw, I'll give you straight transparency. When I first saw Hidden Colors, you don't know how many times I took this motherfucking videotape. I'm 45, so I'm age 2. I took this videotape to family members, everybody. I was excited to see it, so I kept listening and heard the misinformation about we was always here and all that. There is no empirical evidence that shows that we were always here. Now we got motherfuckers on TikTok. We got, okay, like I said, Drake, let's set up the debate. Okay, let's set up the debate. I will prove without a shadow of a doubt that it's true.
That's not true.
Okay, let's set up the debate.
No, we're talking now, sir. No, we're not going to set up a damn debate.
Okay, all right. So let's talk now then. So what evidence? Okay, I got you. So what evidence do you have other than 1526 when 100 enslaved Africans were taken from Hispaniola to try and start this colony with the San Miguel de Guadalupe slave rebellion? What evidence do you have prior to that black people that look like me and you, 4C hair, descendants from Africa, was here in
statues, Olmec statues.
All right, so look, let's go.
Are you about to do haplogroup? Are you about to get into haplogroup?
Nah, I don't do haplogroup. Some of my buddies on here like that haplogroup talk, but I don't need. Okay, I got you. Okay, so there's no anthropological, there's no DNA, there's no archaeological evidence, nor is there any type of what's the damn?
Sir, you're telling
agricultural evidence of the Olmecs being black.
So with our own eyes, seeing those statues with them big noses, big lips, high cheekbones, and nappy hair, woolly hair.
Yes.
Right. So those would not be considered black today.
Absolutely not. The people that still live in that region still have the same phenotype.
No, they don't. Thank you, sir. That's it. There's nothing to talk about. All right. Thank you. All right. When something else. Okay, there you go. We don't have nothing to talk about. We don't have nothing to talk about. Yeah, we don't have anything to talk about. We don't have anything to talk about. Thank you.
So if Mr. USA pull up today, it's going to be just like that. It's going to be, wise like that, like I did last night. But I'm more aware of his angle now, so I wait for him to pull up. Because it's funny. This guy says we're not American, which is black, and the guy who's supposedly going to call in anytime now is going to argue the opposite. He's going to argue we're not black, we're American. Family, these people are just sick. How can one guy say, "Hey, we're not American, which is black," and the next guy say, "We're not black, which is American"? Yeah, we are sick, man. We are sick.
Thank you. Nope. No, we're not here to waste time. I'm not doing no debate. For what? No. That's clout chasing. That's a clout chase, with respect. That's a damn clout chase. Let's debate. With respect, nobody knows you, sir. Nobody knows you. I'm not about to do a debate. A site babble and waste time and just get clout from wasting time. Yeah. I don't debate in bad faith. That's a bad faith argument. You telling me my eyes are lying. Prison talk. That's that plebiscite babble. That's called plebiscite babbling, with respect. No. So why don't you go to Africa? The court ordered me for child support. Oh, Lord Jesus. God. This is what I'm saying. I don't do that shit. I'm not claiming all of this stuff while living my ass here. I'm claiming where I live. Y'all asses are over here. Everybody's over here talking shit. Ain't going nowhere else. Everybody talks that crap right here. You see what I'm saying? Stop playing games. Everybody over here talking about us, but your ass is safe, sound, and secure right here. You ain't in Wakanda. You ain't over there nowhere else but over here. Damn, I don't want to hear all that. Oh, but Tyree, I disagree with what you claim. When we claim in America, what are we the foundation of? We didn't do nothing. We was just slaves. I'm the motherland where we supposed to be. How come you ain't over there? Well, listen, I got a court date on the 5th, and hopefully, you know, they talk to me about my probation. Oh, God damn. Oh, God, that's that prison talk. Dudes talk like that in jail, man.
USA.
This is what y'all be doing on TikTok, man? Oh, we cleaning this stuff up. This is Operation Clean Up TikTok. We got to clean up this. Is this what y'all been doing on damn TikTok with all this plebiscite babble? We're cleaning this shit up. Come on. Enough of this. We cleaned all that shit up on, we cleaned it up on Twitter. We cleaned that up on Twitter. We didn't stop all that plebiscite babble. You understand? We didn't clean that up. We got to clean it up over here. Yeah, there was some woman earlier calling me. I don't like you talking about we foundational, Tyreek. I'm a mound builder. Okay. I ain't got no African in me. I is a mound builder. It's all either we ain't got no African in us or we got no native in us, or either way, it's gonna be somebody mad from both. Y'all be mad at me. What the fuck y'all mad at me for? Why do y'all
I'm telling you, family, he just argued we're just black, we're not American. And the guy who's supposed to call in today is going to argue we're not black, we're American. How is that possible? How about you guys just debate each other? Why, like Tariq said, why are we targeted? Yo, the guy who says we're African and not black, go debate the guy who says we're black and not American. Or I said that wrong. The guy who says we're American and not black, go debate the guy who says we're black and not American. Why are you debating unbiased Ron? That's your guy. He has the opposite argument as you. I'm not me. I'm saying we're black and Americans. Go get the guy who believes opposite of you. It's funny.
Get mad at me. Just go out and recruit people. Y'all mad at me because y'all can't recruit people for your plebiscite babble. Don't get mad at me. Go out and explain your plebiscite to people. And if they want to rock with you, cool. If they don't, because most people don't, then y'all want to blame me for people not wanting to hear that horse shit. It's Tyreek's fault. I was explaining to Tyreek that we are really from Atlantis, but y'all be listening to Tyreek and his website, y'all listening to that. I'm trying to tell you, if you look up black in the dictionary, black means death, okay? So what Tyreek is telling you is that you is dead as a nationality, okay? So what we have to do, we have to start claiming the Moabites. So I'm gonna put on a fez and an Isley Brother robe and some flip-flops, and then we're gonna preach on the corner. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up with all that horse crap. Shut up with all that shit. Let's get Analyst Obi in here.
Hello, Tariq.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm from Nigeria, but
Okay.
I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I did have a question for you. Going by your definition of being foundational, you said black people being here in the foundation of America. Yes, I agree with that.
Right.
However, the status of them at the time they were in America were enslaved. So how were they Americans?
How were we Americans?
Yes, when you all were enslaved at the foundation.
Yeah. Because we were on this land and we were building the land. We were building the infrastructure of this land. We were building the culture of this land. So everything cultural about this land and all the wealth came from us. So yeah, we're part of it. We're American. And the name America, it did not come from Amerigo Vespucci, by the way. That's another myth. There were the word Amerisque, that term had been around for a long time. But yeah, we are literally the culture of this country. So yes, that makes us American. And also we were able to vote. When they start talking that citizenship stuff, we were able to vote. You can vote if you weren't a citizen. So we've always been citizens here, even in slavery.
Well, to what I know, you all were enslaved at the foundation of America, and there's nothing American about you all at the time. because you all were even treated as 3/5 humans. So what was American about you people? Because
Everything.
if you want to give yourself a better definition, then I would agree with that. But saying you are foundational foundational Black American at the time is, I believe, a better definition would be better, because y'all were not Americans in any way, shape, or
Yes,
form.
we are. Yes, how are we not?
Y'all were not American any
How?
way, shape, or form
How?
as at the time.
Family, you can't make this up. So this is another guy who's saying we're not American. But again, the guy who calls in he's gonna say we are and we're not Black. So it's like, yo, y'all need to debate each other. And the winner come face unbiased Ron. The winner calls in. Okay, but y'all need to clear that out. Like, are we American or are we just Black? Or, you know what I mean? Fight that out, and I'll take the winner of the losers.
America was founded in
How?
1776. You all were still in chains in the 13 colonies.
Nope.
There was nothing.
Let's do this. Don't start talking over and over when I'm asking you a question.
Okay. Go
Don't
ahead.
do that. I'm respecting you. I'm not disagreeing with whatever you're saying. I just want you to elaborate. All
Okay.
you're doing, you keep talking over me, saying the same thing over and over. Don't do that, brother.
Okay, go
All right,
ahead.
let's slow down. We're not in a rush. We got time.
Right.
Go ahead and boil you some egusi and just relax. We got time. I'm gonna stay here with you, brother. We're
Okay,
gonna
go
walk.
ahead.
We're gonna walk this journey. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. How are we not American just because we were enslaved?
So the phone number's in the chat. The link's in the chat. The phone number's in the chat. The link is pinned to the top, so anybody can join. Just join. Give us what you got, and then let's keep it moving, right? Because we want the guy to call in. We want the guy to call in. That's who I want. I want the guy. But the lineage, call in. Give us what you got. But let's keep room for the guy. Yeah, so the link is pinned to the top. That's for anybody. That's for supporters or haters, right? And it's also, that's it. And the phone number there.
You all were not Americans as at you are being enslaved, because to be an American is to be a citizen of America at the time. So you all were not citizens. You all were treated as properties. So what's been American about you all at the time?
The culture, everything about this culture comes from us.
But culture is different from nationality.
It all ties in.
No, sir.
Yes, it does.
Culture is different from nationality.
Culture and nationality all ties in.
No.
What? Okay, slow down.
Okay.
You're Nigerian.
I get you. Yes.
Right. What's Nigerian culture?
Nigerian. There's not like Nigerian culture. It's different. We have different.
You have different cultures, right?
Yes, there are different cultures in Nigeria. So there's not single thing like Nigerian culture. It's different. Stop being ignorant. When you talk about Nigerian culture, we're talking about the Igbos, we're talking about the Yorubas, we're talking about the Hausas. So in America, we have different cultures. There's nothing like an American culture. It's different. So when you talk about being an...
Hold on, slow down. Okay, let's unpack that. Slow down. I want to walk with you. Okay,
Yes.
What is the culture? What tribe are you from? Igbo, Yoruba?
Yes, Igbo.
Igbo. What's Igbo culture?
The Igbo culture is familiar to us. We have our food, the way we dress, our names, our food, our living. Culture is the way of life of the people. So being the fact that I descend from the Igbo people, my name speaks to the fact that I'm an Igbo man.
Is that SWL?
No, it's RA.
Oh,
Okay.
So I just want to I just want to answer this quick question for most of us, right? That can trace their lineage back. I just want to say this because I think this is one of the biggest points of contention that I keep hearing so many African people say, and I hear American people respond, and the way they respond, and I feel like there's something being missed right here, right? We are of African descent. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Everybody on the planet is of African descent, my dude. Everybody. Chinese, Russian, even European people, the ones that don't, they have a mix of Neanderthal and Homo sapien DNA. If you are a Homo sapien, you are African descent. Everything started out of Africa. So I don't understand why we have this big thing about saying Okay, yeah, we're of African descent, but we're not African. I mean, we're as African as any Chinese dude or Russian person or European. We're just as African as they are. What's wrong with saying that?
SL?
Oh, she talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
You gotta answer, she asked the question.
Oh, okay. She asking a question about, well,
Wait,
one,
do you understand the question?
yeah. I think she was saying about why do we have an issue with having African descent. I sort of like saying that we do. I haven't seen many FBA really do that. I've seen Tariq actually go on so many podcasts and so many things saying that he's not really saying that. And I'd like to
Yeah,
say,
but
wait, give me a
that's the problem. That's
give
the
me a minute.
problem because African people that's from Africa, they're sitting up there like this is their argument because I've listened to a lot of the those TikTok when they doing that fuckery that they call, oops, I'm sorry. Um they're doing their debates with quotations. In the debates, they say that Black people here in America, we're basically trying to tell them that we're not of African descent. And I'm like, nobody, as far as I know, has ever said they're not of African descent. We have just as much African DNA as a Chinese person or a Russian person or a European person. We have just as much African DNA as them. We're just saying that even though we're melanated, we're all brown skin of some type or whatever, right? We're just saying we're not African like you. We're not African. We're American. We're Black. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, and I also think like, well, if using your logic and what you just said, they should be trying to get the Chinese to do that, right? See,
The
if they,
Chinese, they acknowledge their African ancestry.
I don't see them doing it, but what I'm
Oh
saying is this,
yeah,
right?
they do.
Okay, well,
They
wait.
literally
Give me
they
opportunity. Give me opportunity. Let me finish. Because
okay, go
I
for
don't
it.
see it. I don't see it. And what I'm saying, it may be somewhere out there, right? But
Oh,
they're
it's
not
not
doing
somewhere out there. It's made national news.
it.
Like it actually was like on
Okay,
mainstream gay ass
okay,
media.
okay. Like I said, I'm not seeing it. But what we are seeing, which is why you calling in, is that Africans having a problem with Americans doing. That's their problem. See, they're not
Yes,
having a
they
problem with
do.
the Russians. Wait. But they're not having a problem with Russians. But they need to be doing that with Russia.
Yeah,
See,
they do. I agree.
this is the thing. This is the thing. This is what they need to be told since they so confused. So what they need to do is they need to make the Chinese, the Russians, and they need to go all over all the rest of the continents and countries and make them do it. Then give it us.
See,
That's the
but
answer. That's the answer, though.
I'm a foundational Black American, so I don't have a like I really don't have a problem with what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak facts and truth where truth needs to be spoken because see, I don't that's one thing I won't do. I'm not gonna ignore what has actually transpired. The Russians are the ones that told the world that Jesus was Black, and they pulled out all they Black Jesus pictures and all they old Christian the advent of Christianity before Christianity was Christianity, and showed all the dark skinned apostles and everything like that. So that's what the Russians did. I will give prop, you got to give it where it's due. You don't got to thank them or acknowledge them or whatever, but I'm talking about being responsible as fucking people as a country. Russia brought out they said that the only Jesus, the only God that they will acknowledge is Black Jesus and Black God. They did do that. That made national news. The fucking Chinese people, they had already dug up the very first emperor of China, and they acknowledged and did a DNA test on his bones, and they said that he was African. The first emperor of China was African. They have an African history museum in China right now to this day. They do not say that they don't come from black people. They say they don't like them. I mean, that's true, right? We see the racism that they do and how they act or whatever, but they acknowledge their ancestry. They know that they come from Black. I mean,
But they
or
don't.
African rather, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But
They don't go around saying that they don't acknowledge their African ancestry. But what I'm trying to say is there's nothing wrong with us acknowledging our African ancestry to the exact extent that they do. They say, oh, well, it's in my ancestry that there's African DNA, but I'm not African. You see what I'm saying? I'm black.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but there is plenty.
But the African people is the ones that don't seem to have gotten the news, bro.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is I see a whole lot of contradicting information of what you just said online by those same people. These same people, like Russians and things cause like I said, even we have those same museums. We have more museums about
we don't
black
have
people.
the same museums as other people
We have
in
a lot of but like I said, we have museums too. We have black museums too.
Yeah,
so
we got
what
black
I'm saying,
history. We have Black American history museums.
Right. And
African American history museums. Yes, we do. We have a lot of
okay,
those. The Sable Museum, all that, right down the street from me.
So what I'm saying is basically we already have that stuff. We don't need to be making this argument with them. It's disingenuous for them. So what they're doing is
it's very disingenuous for them.
They're upset because of delineation. That's the main thing their problem is. They will make this argument for the next 100 years. They are not trying to make Russians do that. What you did was actually made an argument for them. They don't want to do that.
I didn't make an argument for them. I made an argument for us. I said that there's nothing wrong with us acknowledging that we have African ancestry.
But we're not
China has, Russia has, everybody in the world knows that they come from Africa, bro.
We're not trying to convince Africans of this stuff.
No, I'm not. I didn't say that we was trying to convince them. I said that in our argument of delineation or whatever, it has nothing to do with us. The fact that because it is a fact that we all have African ancestry like everybody else in this world.
And they need to be more upset with other people. That's what I'm saying. Because
I don't have no problem with them being upset with other people, but we all have African ancestry, because even the people that are pre-Columbian, because like that's where my family line traces all the way back to the Mississippi Valley culture, or the Mississippi Valley tribe. It's called pre-Columbian Mississippi Valley. My family is like from here. Like when you pull up the map and look at where my father come from, you don't see no other, you know how the map show you all those different continents and places and stuff. I don't have all that.
Right.
I don't have all that.
I'm here in North Carolina, right? By the way. And I'm here in North Carolina. And what I can say is the school that my grandmother went to, the high school, the college, and everything turned into it went from a outhouse to where you could not read, and that's where they learned, to another little building. Those buildings are still here. Then it turned into finally a school and turned into a college. Okay.
Right.
So, and it's a HBCU 1867. By the way, now look, what I'm saying is this. Me too. I can do that. But what I'm looking at with them, what I'm saying is we are constantly trying to make them feel better. Our job is not trying
to. I think that's what the biggest issue is nobody, like, as far as even the conversations that I listen to on the TikTok, nobody's trying to make them feel better.
Right,
because I think that the thing is, it's like America. We as Americans, as Black Americans, we got to stop looking for apologies, and all we want is acknowledgement, respect, and give us our fucking cash.
No doubt.
That's it.
And what you were saying is you was bringing their perspective of the way they feel, right? Because you said what they feel is they feel.
I said that what that's the argument that they try to use. I don't give a fuck about what they feel.
Their argument, right?
Their argument. That's their argument, bro.
Right. Their argument. You're right. And what I'm saying is a lot of us, like the way I just ran that down to you and just ran that down to me, we're going to run that down to America right here. So with them, with what they're doing is they're just coming to us. These people cannot even acknowledge the fact that their countries are like 1960. So they don't even want to discuss that. These people come and say they have culture, and then they'll start talking about Igbo culture, and then they'll just say it's the food, it's the dance, the very same thing that we got. So when you go that deep with it, being like you said, and you can go and those people can't convince that. See, for me, just personally, I don't need that right there. I got enough
I
here in
just
my
say,
own country.
I
And I
just
see what
say,
you said. You doing that for the
yeah,
scholarship. And look, and over there
yeah,
and
for the argument, for the sake
right,
of
right, for the
debate.
argument. Yeah, yeah. And trust me, I know you sharp, you said it. But for me to understand them like that, it's like they whole
Oh,
thing. This is all about us. This not
all right,
about the Caribbean.
that's
This is
true,
not about
and that's
anybody
why,
else. It's only
and that's
about
the,
us.
and I hear that, and that's the main point that I'm trying to make. Take
Right.
away that argument from them. We're all, the entire world is of African descent.
Well, they
We
should know
have
that
the
because that's what they've been
black
saying.
people. Black people have the Eve gene. We have the black people in America have the XY, whatever that super chromosome. That's why we can make all these different colors of the rainbow out here in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are
So,
we are the biggest population of universal blood of O positive and O negative blood in the entire globe. We have blood that can give blood to anybody. Like, the biggest population of it is right here in North America. Why isn't it, if we are African and we still African and all this other shit, like they try to make it seem like, bro, why can't you give me blood? If I'm dying, I gotta wait for one of you motherfuckers to pop up. I can't give myself blood. I can't wait for no African person to give me blood. I need somebody from America to give me blood, or I'm gonna die.
right.
We also cannot take blood from everybody on the planet. We only can get blood from each other. Why is that? Nobody ever asks these questions. Nobody makes these points out to these people. The people that sit up there and say that we are the same, no, we just look the same. We are not the same. There's a lot of stuff about us that is not the same as them. And on a scientific, I mean, I'm just talking about on a scientific, intellectual level that I never hear anybody touch, because everybody wants to get emotional and talk about their culture and the things that they've been through and the slavery and stuff like that or whatever. Everybody forgets the fact that this is the greatest, biggest concentration of O positive blood in the whole entire world. Everybody forgets the fact that we are acclimated to every culture on the planet and we live in one United States. Nobody ever thinks about that, the fact that Black people in America are the greatest builders. I'm talking about, if you look at it by trade, the greatest percentage of electricians, carpenters, architects, not doctors, I'm talking about just blue collar trades, builders, like the architects of old that built Egypt and all the pyramids and the mounds and everything that's else out here in the world. We are a nation of builders. Tell me where you find another concentration, the biggest concentration of Black blue collar workers anywhere else in the world that has that has the mentality, the intellect, the acumen to just be. We just all grew up. My father was a carpenter, so I became a carpenter, and my granddaddy was a carpenter. How many other countries on this planet have that? Nobody thinks about that.
Oh, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah.
Egypt taught us geometry, astrology. They taught us mathematics. We took those mathematics. They gave us that shit. Those are Black people, the Kemets. They gave us that shit 5,000, 10,000 years ago. But in the last 250 years, the Black people of America has created every creature comfort that the whole entire globe, like, literally has. Like AC, thermostats, refrigeration, light, like the filament that actually makes the light be light. Craftsman tools, they were the first ones that created tools. We created tools, like the first tool set with the wrench, you know, the wrench and the ratchet and the hammer. We were the ones that created that. The stoplight, everybody would be still fucking running into each other if it wasn't for us. I think that the way that we argue about these things, or debate rather, because I hate arguing, but the way that we debate these things needs to change. And that is part of the problem. The way that we debate these people and talk to them about why we're so different than them and why it's important for them to respect us and acknowledge us. Like I said, we don't need your apology. Just like the white man, like with this whole argument about, oh, I didn't put you in slavery or whatever. What do I have to do with slavery? That's the white argument, right? In America. We ain't asking you for a damn thing. We're asking the government that we bled for and died for and took from us and allowed to be taken from us to pay us back. To give us restitution for the injustice that I don't like that word reparations, because that's old school, and reparations got a bad tag, because as soon as you say reparations, that's when people lose their mind. Say restitution.
Well, you know
Restitution
what?
for injustice.
We're coming to Africa right after we get the check cut from America. We're on Africa bumper
And then
next.
that's the other part. Why y'all not going out to Africa? They the ones that sold you into slavery, but yeah, bitch, you the one that bought us. So let's get that part done first.
We're gonna deal with first
gonna...
things first, right? Because we're not living in an African country, we're living in this country, and they continue the process after the trade. But okay, so you said, so you raised in question. You said how come we don't claim the African descent, right?
No, I said, why don't we argue that from the perspective that I'm speaking on? Why can't we just to negate that whole argument? I'm just as African as any Chinese or fucking Russian person. They the next oldest, they like the next oldest civilizations.
Let me say this. Hey, get that, put that back. Let me ask you this. Have you done, and you too at S44, have both of y'all done y'all 23andMe?
Yes. I got my 23andMe, my ancestry DNA, and I did my DNA genetics.
Okay, so I'm sure you've seen some African countries there, right?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Right, so that
not
proves
as
African,
many as would be expected, but
right.
When I did two,
wait, hold on, because I want to get into this. So that proves African ancestry, right? So have you also seen some Native American anything in there percentage?
Yes, I have Native
American.
Okay,
so that proves that Native American ancestry. Have you seen any European countries in there?
Of course, yes.
Right. That's why we don't gotta go around saying we're African ancestry, because a whole bunch of shit there.
What I'm saying is okay, go for it.
I got what you're saying. I heard you. Heard you. I got what you're saying. I'm saying an African tether wants to go around saying we have African ancestry, and they want us to ignore the Native American ancestry and the European ancestry. So for us, that's just dumb to cherry pick and choose one or the others.
I hear,
now,
just hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because an African doesn't have. I have German, so it's easy for an.
I got Irish and Welsh, whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what a Welsh is.
So what I'm saying is it's easy for an African tether to say, hey, I got African ancestry. That's all you got. We got more. We got African. We got German. Some of us got Latino. Some of us got Native American. We got a whole bunch of. But my point is, we as 43 million people. We have a whole bunch. So to go around parading one over the other 15 to me is silly.
So what that also is not. That's also ignoring what I'm saying. I said I have as much African ancestry as my Chinese cousin. I got as much African ancestry as my European cousin. I have as much African ancestry as my Russian cousin.
Got it. So why is why are we talking?
I'm saying.
So why are we talking about African ancestry?
No, I'm
trying to understand that.
To dispel, to just knock their whole argument out. To just to make them shut the fuck up about that.
No, but some of us do. Like I heard Tariq Nasheed many times be like, yeah, I got African ancestry. So what? Like people call.
But that's not what I be hearing in TikTok. Like what I was
listening. But hold on. Listen, what you're forgetting is that there is some people that don't believe they have one drop of African ancestry. Is that true?
I'm talking about the FBAs that be on there debating those people.
Right. No,
they
but
never
listen.
Ever. They
but you gotta listen.
Listen. Sit up there and say they have no.
But you gotta listen.
Ancestry,
okay,
bro.
So you just heard you didn't hear anything I said just now. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a conversation.
You said because I listen to you. I watch your show too.
Right.
But
so you gotta listen right now though. Right. But you're doing. I got it. All right, I'm a debater. I debate these guys all the time, right? They call in all the time, and I be in their space. I be on comments. I debate offline a lot. Facebook, I do a lot of debating, right? A lot of private phone conversations. I debate.
Right.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, there are some people who literally believe they don't have 1 ounce of African ancestry in them.
Yeah.
Is that true or false?
Oh, that's definitely true.
Right. So how now watch this. So how am I going to tell some person who don't believe they have an ounce to say they have an ounce?
It's not about them believing or not. It's about them dispelling or basically
but they don't
negating
believe
the
they have.
argument that those African people try to make. I mean,
Wait,
everybody
so
in the
why would
world has
they?
African
Wait, so why would they?
ancestry. So
No,
what?
no, but
It's basically so what? Move along. What are you trying to
no,
say?
but they're not conceding to that. They're saying they don't.
They don't think they gonna never concede to that, my dude. Like, the honest to God truth is, because I think at the end of the day, all I'm saying is use that is a sound argument to tell the, like, basically I'm not agreeing with you because everybody in the world, so what? Everybody in the world got that shit. So fucking what?
Yeah, well, I can't make somebody admit to something they don't
I
believe they
hear
have.
you, but I'm just talking to them Africans. So what? Everybody in the world got African ancestry, bitch. What you saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
some
not
people
saying
don't
nothing
believe.
to
No, but
me,
I'm saying some
Africa.
people. Yeah, but some people don't believe that. So I gotta respect their belief.
Hey, that's fine. You can respect their belief, but I'm just talking about to that African person. I don't care about you sitting up there talking about you got Africa. You know, I'm looking at it from, I'm debating this African person. This African person, like, oh, but you African. Everybody in the world is African, if you want to say it like that, because like
Now I
everybody
don't
on the
even
planet
know.
has
No,
African ancestry.
no. Okay, see, okay, right. You said that over. What I'm saying is this. Right, you gotta listen now.
I hear
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying. I'm talking about the argument against the tether, bro.
Right. So I'm making an argument against the tether. You're not listening.
No, I hear
So
what you saying. You saying that you can't make a black person
yeah, but I'm gonna
say
say
that.
something new right now. But I'm gonna say something I
Okay,
didn't
let me
say
hear what the
before.
new thing
Okay,
is.
cool. Cool. You got to listen. You can't be ready to respond. You got to listen. Okay. My God. What does it even mean to be African? Go. It's on you now.
Oh, it don't mean shit to me.
So why would somebody claim something that means nothing? Because I know better. I know every
I don't think that's
African. Hold
claiming
on, just wait, just
anything.
listen, just listen, just listen.
Okay, go for it.
I know every African represent a country and a flag in Africa. I know that. Now, what country and flag do you represent in Africa? Hello?
Yeah, what am I supposed to say? I don't represent none. I don't know.
Right. So that's why we just solve it like, yeah, I'm not African. I don't rep no country, no flag, nothing about me. I'm American. That's why some people
That
just say
don't
it like
have
that.
nothing to do with what I'm saying. That's a totally different argument than being one thing. It's one thing to be African. It's another thing to be of African descent.
All right.
We do
So
agree that those are two different things. To be African is to say that you are from this African nation. I'm Nigerian. This is my Nigerian flag. Woo, 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 blah, 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 blah. Buka, buka, buka. You know what I'm saying?
but
To be of
to
African
me,
descent is like everybody on the goddamn planet is of African descent, bro.
I
Like,
mean, yeah,
that
but
is not
okay, that
attesting to
means
no
no,
African nation. That's
no,
not
no, I
to.
can't
That's to.
concede to that.
Well,
No,
why can't? But that's
I can't concede
anthropological.
to.
That's an
Okay,
anthropological
yeah,
fact.
but okay, because see, we're going to be talking in circles, and I'm just going to play the video.
I don't think that's talking in
Okay,
circles, because I get what you're saying. You're saying
you're
about
talking in
being from.
circles.
No, not
Okay,
at all.
because
I said African
yes,
ancestry.
did you read the
Everybody on the
chat?
planet. Yeah,
It
African
ain't just me
ancestry.
saying it. Now I'm saying that it got 130 people in the building. They're saying you're talking in circles. Everybody's not
No, I'm
lying.
not. I know what the fuck I'm saying. I said African ancestry and being African is two different things. Being African is you from this Nigeria or
Okay,
whatever.
so
I'm
you
talking
said the
about.
same thing
I'm
again
saying
for the
no,
100th
no, no,
time.
no, no. Please allow me to
Again?
let me no, 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 not even let me expound further on what I mean.
Oh no, no, no. Come on, not further.
To be of African ancestry means that you come from that continent, not a nation,
No, don't do that.
not a tribe, not a
Don't do
country.
that.
This is before a country was a country, like China. People from China are of African descent. They are of
Yeah, but
African ancestry, correct?
that
But
doesn't
they
mean
don't
anything.
come from no specific country, do they?
No,
No.
that doesn't mean anything because, like I said earlier, that missed you. I don't know, you might be intoxicated, but I said earlier that they
I'm not
have
at all.
more than they have more in their DNA than African descent. So we're not going to hone in on just that. Just like I'm not going to hone in on the.
Yeah, we have more in
Okay,
our DNA
now
than
now you're
African
talking
descent
over me
too.
now. You see, that's not going to work now. That's
But
not going
we
to work.
have more in our DNA than African
Okay,
descent too, correct?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You have not seen my 23andMe. Okay, so you can only speak for yourself, and you haven't seen the 130 people in the chat. You haven't seen that 23andMe. You're speaking only for yourself.
But I'm saying
Okay.
we all have more in our DNA as Americans than African descent. You said that earlier in the conversation. You literally said that we have African. You see African countries in like 1% or whatever on your DNA. Then you see European descent, like you got German, and I was like, I got Irish and Welsh. We just said that a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Right.
your point. Okay. Look, your point's made.
Uh-huh.
All right. But now I'm
My
gonna.
point is not dead. It's like
No.
literally
I said your
validated by
point.
the.
I said your point is made.
Okay.
MADE.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you
All right.
said dead, not
No.
made. Okay. My
All
bad.
right.
I apologize. I thought I misheard you.
See. You see, you're in that space where you just want to argue. Okay. And you
Not
said
at
you had a
all. I
debate,
don't
but
want to
you're
argue.
arguing
I
right
like
now.
debating just like you.
Okay. Yeah, but you're arguing right now. You're not listening. All right. So
Mhm.
in the debate you got to listen. All right. Now so I was waiting on the guy, Mr. USA. He said he's gonna pull up. He didn't. All right. So yeah. So now I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna reel him in. I'm gonna play some of his videos, right? And I'm gonna respond to his videos, the information that
All
he's
right.
saying in the
You want me
videos.
to pop off so I can watch it too? Because I want
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
able to
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
All
Sure.
right. It was nice talking to you as
Yeah,
always.
definitely, great build.
All right. Bet.
All right, yes. So I'm going to play some of his videos and I'm going to debunk it in real time and we'll smoke him out that way because he'll be forced to defend this garbage. All right, let's go here. Where are we going to start? Okay, let's start. Which one is this? All right, so we're here. SWL, I'm about to play the video of you guys sent me his channel yesterday. I went and I lost a lot of sleep. I was up.
I bet.
So family, some of this stuff just got to be rewarded. The cash out right there, hook a brother up. I'm doing this for us because this guy's trying to cause division within the lineage. He's trying to create the first cult in the lineage where we're not black, we're just American. And let's look at it.
How are we doing today? This is going to be another quick one, small videos.
And this was not small. This is 46 minutes.
Shocks a lot of people,
But we're going to cherry pick.
but it's true. Listen closely. This is to my FBAs and Black Americans and Band F, Black American Negro Freemen. Listen closely. I teach a lot of shocking truth. I'm putting a book soon. If you say you are ethnically black, like your ethnicity is black, you're not American. Let me say this again. If you say your ethnicity is black, you're not American. To be American, your ethnicity has to be American. That's what I am. My family is. If you are a descendant of American chattel slaves, then you're American. Welcome home. But some amongst us don't want to be American. They want to be black. Not going to fight you on it. So let me say it again. If you say you are ethnically black, your ethnicity is black, you are not American. The only Americans are those whose ethnicity is American. Let me help you out. What's a German? What's a German? People who are ethnically German. That's what a German is. Their ethnic name, their ethnicity is German. That's what a German is. They literally come from Germany. Same thing here. What's an American? People who come from America, who have their ethnogenesis here. That's what an American is. We literally come from America. That's what a German is. They literally come from Germany. That's what a Jamaican is. They literally come from Jamaica. That's what a Haitian is. They literally come from Haiti. If you're ethnically black, then that means you're not ethnically American. Can't have it both ways. Let me say this again. If you are ethnically black, you are not ethnically American. Are the people who are ethnically American. So if you are not ethnically American, then you're not, if you're not ethnically American, you're not American. Because the only Americans are the people who are ethnically American. Like this. If you're not ethnically German, you're not German. Again, if you're not ethnically American, you're not American. So when you say you are ethnically black, you're not American. Worse yet, not only are you not American, but you're nationless because there's no nation on earth called black, B-L-A-C-K. There's many traps in identifying as black, B-L-A-C-K, like I am black. That's my ethnicity. That's my ethnonym, black. There's many trap doors. One is you mislabel yourself. You're not black. You're brown. Another one I just spoke about. You become nationless. There's no nation on earth called black. You're nationless. Not only that, you become flagless. Because the United States flag is for Americans. And who are the only Americans? The descendants of shadow slaves here in America. We are the only Americans. All white people are immigrants, Africans, Caribbeans, Latinos, Asians, men of Arabs. They're all immigrants. We're the only Americans, the descendants of shadow slaves. We are the only Americans.
Okay. Yeah, he's not ashamed. I don't know what he's saying, but let me go behind. Okay. So from watching his videos, and I'm gonna feature 3, right? First of all, I'm sharing my screen, and in the lyrics, I say, "I'm really him. Are they dumb?" That's a real question. That's a legitimate question. So this is the question for him. And the chat, we should start saying this together. We just heard what he said. So now we have a question for him. And the question is, are you dumb? Okay. Are you dumb? Now, his entire framework, all right, is rests on 3 false premises. One is that black and American are both ethnonyms, and they're not one. They're not, right? One is racial, one is national, right? Our ethnonym must. He says our ethnonym must match a nation state name. That's also false. Many ethnic groups are not named after modern nations, right? Number 3, he says black Americans become nationless by identifying as black. Historically, the opposite is true. Okay, so black was the path to nationhood and group solidarity. So he's just making stuff up. So now he said if we're ethnically black, we're nationless. He said there's no nation on earth called black, therefore you're homeless and nationless. Like, this is a fool. Okay, so I don't even know where to go from there. He just, again, like when you ask him how do you come to that conclusion, he'll repeat what he said, but it's like, dude, you just made that up. Like, anybody, like, I can say what I want to say right now as 44 by anybody, and it's not true because I said it. Like, it has to make sense, and it has to be factual. Like, so how do we determine if what he said is factual or just a made up mumble jumble? So ethnicity, family, is not equivalent to a country. Okay, a nation can be cultural, not necessarily geopolitical. We, Foundation Black Americans, we constitute an ethno-national group. You hear that? We constitute an ethno-national group formed through centuries of shared experience, language, and institutions, which is enslavement, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, civil rights. That's called an ethnogenesis. Okay, all right? That's a real nationhood process, ethnogenesis. That's something that he's afraid to talk about. Okay, so black is also to us a cultural identity. It's not a sovereign state name. Like, so it don't have to be a country. So most ethnicities, like I said before, are not named after countries. Let me give you some, family. Ashanti, Zulu, Yoruba, Cherokee, Basque, Romani, right? None correspond one-to-one with a modern nation. And we could talk about the Aboriginals or the copper-faced people. What country is that? What we talked about yesterday. So he's confusing having no country named Black with having no culture. So nationhood can be born from shared history, not just a passport. That's why he ran to a passport. Like, this is a fool. And the question is, are you dumb? Because we really need to know that, the answer to that. There's no nation called Black, he says. So he confuses ethnicity with nationhood. Okay, throw that garbage and come sit down. Okay, so he confuses ethnicity with nationhood and assumes ethnicity must always match a country name. You heard him. Okay, so like I said, most countries, I mean, most ethnic groups, I gave that comparison already. Okay, and now come sit down. So by that logic, where a name got to match a country, the Kurds or the Cherokee aren't real people, right? They're not real people. So again, ethnicity is based on shared ancestry, culture, and history, not political borders, right? He says, then he mentioned the flag. He said Black Americans can't claim the U.S. flag because we're not American. Okay, this erases the foundational role of enslaved FBAs in building America itself. I don't know how you build something and you're not it. I don't know how you fight for something and you're not it. Or fight for in a war. For example, you got the Revolutionary War. You have the Civil War, World War I, World War II. We got the Vietnam. We got, all the Civil Rights War, all that stuff. That secured the flag. Okay, so to sit here and say the flag is not ours is like, that's just historical amnesia. And the fact is, the flag exists because of us. All right. Our ancestors, they fought, they bled for the flag. Okay, listen, most European, look, we fought and bled for the flag before most European immigrants even landed here. Okay, so the stars and stripes, that's ours, right? But the debt is theirs. They owe us. So it's something they are free to talk about is ethnogenesis. All right. So I heard somebody in the chat. I don't know if I understood you correctly, Mike Freeman, but that's why I put the phone number in there and I put the link in there. I don't know if he was like quoting somebody else, but because the chat, it's kind of confusing. So I didn't want to assume your position, but I gave you a chance to call in. So, because you said something about ethnogenesis is a lie, but again, I don't know your context, so I'm giving you a chance to call in and explain that. But people, in order to make us not who we are, they got to ignore our unique ethnogenesis. Okay, the ethnogenesis we had, right, that we going through that's prevalent, that's common and evident today. That was the birth of a new ethnic group. We all know that. So it did, that's it. Right. That's a fact. That's the birth of a new ethnic group, and we are here because of that. So we and with that, we developed a unique language, foodways, religion, and music that built the foundation of American culture. He said we're homeless. We're not homeless. Our culture built the home. All right. So FBA Adolph's ethnogenesis happened right here. Okay, just like when Dessalini said, hey, we're Haitians, and Jamaicans said we're Jamaicans, right? We said we are FBA, we're Americans. So he redefines American as an ethnicity, not a nationality. Now that's why we asked the question, are you dumb? Because he said this last night. He said, hey, both are ethnicities. He said Black and American are both ethnicities. All right. So, and I kept trying to explain to the young guy, like very respectfully, without even like trolling him. I said, bro, you don't understand grammar or linguistics. Like, you're all over the place. Okay. So to say American is an ethnicity and not a nationality, that is linguistically and historically false. American originally meant citizens of the United States. Now, this is getting past his 1828 definition. So ethnicity refers to lineage. So American or originally, what it means now, which we know, it means a citizen of the United States. Ethnicity refers to lineage and culture, not citizenship. So those two can exist together and they're totally different. One is about citizenship status, and the other one is about a lineage and a culture. I kept trying to tell I kept trying to tell little buddy that black is just the name of our lineage, the name of our culture. Like it's not what you think it is, dude. We can be black and American. So S44, he said if a person is Italian American, right? This is what he said, family. If you were here yesterday, he said if a person is Italian American, he said the hyphen pushes you back towards the prefix. S44, you recall that?
I do.
Okay, so in other words, if you're Italian American, the hyphen pushes you to Italian. You're just Italian. You're not really American. That's funny because we're Black American. So if the hyphen pushes you back to the prefix, then we're not American, we're Black. So he just cooked himself with his own goofy, bad grammar logic. So, of course, he's going to argue the hyphen pushes you back to the prefix unless you claim unless you claim yourself Black American. So he said Mexican Americans. He said it can't be American. The hyphen pushes you back to Mexican, and so forth and so forth. Right, but all that's fake. All that pseudo grammar, like he just made that shit up. He made it up. The hyphen connects the two. It doesn't, push towards one and ignore the other. Right. That's some plebiscite babble. But if you go with that logic, then he's saying we're Black and not American. So that goes against his whole argument, which is we're American and not Black. That was just dumb. And that's why the question is, are you dumb? Right. So being American is civic. It's civic. It's not ethnic. There's no genetic marker for American. Italians in Italy are ethnic Italians, but Americans include dozens of ethnicities. That's why I told the guy. He got mad because I said, "Hey, there's Jamaican Americans, there's Irish American, Mexican." He got mad because I said that.
Right.
I said, "Nah, that's just what it is." And we're foundational. Like we're a different type of American. Like we don't deny people Americanish. We just say you're not foundational. That's all. All right. So let me play some more.
That means we are ethnically American. When we say we are the only Americans, we literally say we are ethnically American. We come from America. We were made in America. On top of that, we built America. And all this greatness flows from us. But back to my point. When you out there want to say, well, I'm a Black American, I'm a FBA, I'm a Black man, I'm a Black woman, I got Black kids, you're not American. Because the only Americans are those who are ethnically American. Who are the only people in America who are ethnically American? Us, the descendants of chattel slaves. Just like the only people who are ethnically Jamaican are the descendants of chattel slaves on the island. The only people who are ethnically Haitian are the people who descend from slavery on that island. The only people who are ethnically Trinidadian are the people who descend from slavery on that island. And the only people who are ethnically American are the people who descend from American chattel slaves. But again, many of us don't want to be American. You want to be Black. Okay, then you're not American. If you say your ethnicity is Black, whether Black American, straight up Black, foundational Black, it doesn't matter. When you say you are Black, you are saying you are not American. You're Black.
And for him, if he's in the building, the link is pinned to the top. If you need if you can't see it, and I got to pin it, there you go. But please do not be drinking. Okay, family, if y'all click the link and you've been drinking, do not click the link tonight because we're trying to get to the point, right? So I ain't mad at you, but if you're drinking, do not click this link. Right? So where's it at? If you're drinking, don't click the link. Let me see. If we want to get our shit back, it's so damn important to apply to American Indian. Okay. Let me. Yes, you can be Foundation Black Americans. Yeah, what do you want? Okay, good job. All right, trying to hurry. All right. Let's see. His iPad died, and I don't even have a charger. God, I'm so mad. I forgot the damn charger. Keep him entertained. Come over here. Away from people. Okay, he's all over the place. All right. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody as new for the first time. This is an interesting topic here that I want people, if they have a question or they have an answer, I want them to yeah, so the link is pinned to the top. I just put it in again. Right here. Okay, so now let's play this babble.
You become nationless. You're worse than an immigrant because immigrants have a nation. Irish Americans, they have Ireland. Scottish American, they got Scotland. German America, they got Germany. Jamaican American, they got Jamaica. Haitian America, they got Haiti. Black American, you got nothing. There's no nation on earth called black. You become nationless. You're worse than an immigrant because immigrants have a nation. You don't even have a nation. But see, I identify in what I am. I'm an American, the descendant of shadow slaves. We literally come from America. Not only did we build America, we come from America. We're literally made in America. We're forever intertwined with America. We're one with America. To say America is to say us, to say us is to say American. So I'm going to end this soon, but you need to understand that when you say you are ethnically black, that means you are not ethnically American, which means you're not American. You're black, but again, that's a mislabel because you're not black. You're brown. No nation on earth is called black, so you're nationless, worse than an immigrant. You're flagless, because the American flag is not yours. You can use the Black Heritage flag, but that flag right down the screen is not yours. Worse yet, when you say you're black, you're cosplaying the white man because the foundation of people who call themselves FBAs, Black Americans, the foundation of their culture is elite European culture. So you're cosplaying the white man. See, when you're an American, then elite European culture is automatic. That's our native indigenous culture. That's part of being.
This makes sense to a fool. So I see why he got a few likes. I see why he got a handful of subscribers because you got some fools out there, and this just makes the most sense to them. Oh wow, this guy's deep.
An American, that's our culture. It's the foundation of our culture, which we created funk, soul, jazz, blues, and all that other good stuff. Not only that, when you say you are black, literally black, you tether yourself to Africans and Caribbean because they're also categorized as black, versus saying we're the only Americans. We delineate from everybody. On top,
really. So what's the difference by saying we the only blacks? Ain't that also delineate from everybody? Yeah, selective arguments.
But that our ancestors hated to be called black. Martin Luther King Jr. said we're American, and culturally we're American. Frederick Douglass.
Did he say Dr. King? That's what Dr. King said we're black too. This is a fool. Like, how do you quote a guy that go against your argument? Dr. King said he's proud to be black.
During slavery, said we're American.
Yeah, he also said he's black too. You gonna forget that part?
So I just want to do this quick live stream to let you know. And this is why we're so confused. When you say you're black, you disconnect yourself from America. No wonder we vote against our own interests or vote the couch, because when you say you're black, you're not American. So why vote or vote stupid? Doesn't matter. Because
don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. As somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight.
Okay, so you see that he acknowledged that black was associated with evil and, it was made in a derogatory sense. That's what I also said. And he said, yeah, people were ashamed to be the guy who I'm cooking tonight. He said, yeah, we were ashamed to be black. Yeah, Dr. King just said that. But then he said, I'm gonna get the language right. So look what he said next though. See, you can't stop the video there. You can't clip it there. You got to finish the video.
Always something pure, high and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
Yeah, the family, do I got to continue?
There it is.
Do I got to continue? So this is what happens when you come for me. Okay? This is what happens when you come for me. I don't got to continue. I'm gonna finish. I'm going to finish. But I don't have to continue. I could end this live stream right now. He's done. He's out of here. So I said, when you come for me, you better have your research tight. Because what I'm going to do is discredit you as a horrible researcher. And you're going to, and nobody in their right mind should be a subscriber or a follower. The same thing I did with Tether Dream. You know, he came over here acting like he's a great researcher. I cooked him so many times. The last time he went live, he had one person in attendance, and it was revenue. Okay. So now this guy, so I want to go back to what he said.
And this is why we're so confused. When you say you're black, you disconnect yourself from America. No wonder we vote against our own interests or vote the couch, because when you say you're black, you're not American. So why vote or vote stupid? Doesn't matter because you're not American. Understand, when you say you are foundational black American, black Negro, freedman, whatever. When you
let me get the Dr. King point he made.
We created funk, soul, jazz, blues, and all that other good stuff. Not only that, when you say you are black, literally black, you tether yourself to Africans and Caribbean because they're also categorized as black. Versus saying we're the only Americans, we delineate from everybody. On top of that, our ancestors hated to be called black. Martin Luther King Jr. said we're American, and culturally we're American. Frederick Douglass during slavery said
Dr. King said something else though.
The language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
You see, so again, don't call for me if I ain't send you. All right? If I didn't send for you, stay in your lane, buddy.
We're American.
Matter of fact, nephew, stay in your lane, nephew.
So I just want to do this quick live stream to let you know.
Don't do that.
And this is why we're so confused. When you say you're black, you disconnect yourself from America. No wonder we vote against our own interests or vote the couch, because when you say you're black, you're not American. So why vote or vote stupid? Doesn't matter because you're not American. Understand, when you say you are foundational black American, black Negro, freedman, whatever. When you say you are that is your ethnic name, that is your ethnicity, that is your ethnonym black, you are not American. Congratulations, you have now mislabeled yourself. You are nationless, you are flagless, you're cosplaying the white man, you're telling the Africans and Caribbeans. Our ancestors hated to be called black.
Okay, so I got a question for Laterio, whatever your name is. I got a question for you. Are you dumb? You don't know why I played the clip of Dr. King? Like, yeah, it looks like you're dumb. Okay, you don't know why I didn't play Dr. King to tell you he's right about everything. Like, so for you to conclude that after I'm playing this guy's argument and I'm showing his sources, people that he's name dropping on, speak against his argument. You don't get that? So the question is to you: are you dumb? Like, are you following what I'm doing? I see you're not.
You're just a mess. That's why we vote stupid or don't vote at all, and let Africans, Caribbeans, Latinos, Asians, MENA, Arab, we let everybody rule over us because we're confused. When you mislabel yourself, it's all downhill from that. It's all downhill. So let me end this right now, but to let you know, you out there.
Hey, yo, for what all I know, Laterio might be the guy. So I timed you out for half an hour, my guy. Okay. Because you might be the guy. That type of response sounds like you're the guy who's afraid to call in. Yeah, I think Laterio, I just timed him out for half an hour. I think that's the guy who's supposed to call in.
You're black. That's my ethnicity, black. My ethnonym is black. I am a black man, a black woman. This is a black family. Congratulations, you mislabeled yourself. You're nationless, worse than an immigrant, because all immigrants have nations. You're flagless. You're cosplaying a white man. You're telling the Africans and Caribbeans because they're all classified as black. Ancestors hated to be called black. Congratulations. You just ruin yourself intellectually, mentally, emotionally. You just ruin yourself.
All right, he's here. I just smoked him out.
Mislabeling of yourself.
I got him. He's here. So I knew that was you, Laterio. He tried to troll from the chat. All right. So he's here. Hey, meet yourself. BSIA.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. So why'd you make the Dr. King reference?
Hang on 1 second. So you can hear me, right? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Dr. King, which one? I just got in, bro. I haven't heard anything but what you just said. I've been with my daughter, taking the swimming lessons and all that good stuff. I'm a family man. Had to work today, do what you do, do what we do to pay those bills and daughter time and family time. So I got about an hour or so right now. So I'm good. So I didn't hear anything. I just got in. But so
okay.
What?
Oh, so I call you Laterio. Okay. So you used Dr. King as a reference point because
yes.
you said that he said we were American, right?
Yeah, he said it. He said we know nothing about Africa. And he said it again. We don't know nothing about Africa.
Right.
We are American, and culturally we are American, and we got to realize we're American. Huh? Yeah.
And he also said we're black and beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So is that true too?
Black and beautiful? Well, that's what he thought. Yeah, we're not black. Okay, let me keep it a buck.
Wait,
we're not black.
Wait, I got it. But I'm just saying, look, I'm trying to teach you how to do this.
No, you're not teaching me anything, bro.
Yeah, well, you're right. I'm not teaching you, but
I'm not your child.
But you should.
Continue.
I know you're emotional, but you should be getting
you're
taught.
Emotional, bro. You're coming up here with digs, man. Just go ahead and say what you got to say.
Okay. You can't use Dr. King to reference him saying we're American and then say, yeah, he said it, so it's true. But then I say, but he also said we're black and beautiful. You say, okay, that's not true. That's not how research goes, buddy. Either he's a good reference or he's not.
Listen, I said when he said he's black, he's not black. It's metaphorical.
So why do you shit.
Listen to me, bro. Martin Luther King Jr. is brown. He's not black. He was speaking metaphorically. We are literally American. And I don't know if you understand the difference.
Got it. Wait, hold on. No. So got it. So I want to ask your opinion now. When the average FBA person say they're black, do you believe they're saying they're dark as Bernie Mac or
no, they're speaking they're speaking metaphorically. They're black.
Right. Okay, right. So but you said we're not black metaphorically, right?
No, metaphorically we're black. Metaphorically means not real. Look at metaphorically. Look, listen to me. Let me explain. Metaphorically means not real.
Confused.
So no, listen to me. Anytime
you're so confusing, and you're confusing.
Bro, listen to me. Let me straighten it out for you.
You switched his whole argument.
No, listen to me. Anytime you speak metaphorically, you can be that because it's not real. That's what I said. Martin Luther King Jr. is not black, but he's speaking metaphorically. But we are literally American. You see what I'm saying? So we're literally American.
Hold on. Slow down. Because now I'm sure the entire chat's confused. So when Dr. King said I'm black and beautiful, he spoke English, right?
Yeah, he spoke English. Yep.
Okay, so he was describing himself, right?
Yep.
And in that description, did he say he's black and beautiful?
Yes.
So he called himself black. I don't care how you want a metaphorical, literal. He called himself black, right?
Yes, he did.
So is he black?
Yeah, metaphorically, he's black. He's not literally black. That's a fact.
Okay, FBAs don't use. Okay, bro. I don't know where you're at right in this conversation today, but it's like you split some stuff up, bro. When we say we're black, remember the whole proper noun versus adjective thing we had the other day. So when we say black, you remember the capital B. We use it in a proper noun sense. We don't use it as a descriptor.
Bro, listen to me. when
I'm
you say
listening.
you're black, you're not
Right.
speaking literally. When I say I'm an
Right.
American, no, listen to me. When I say I'm an American, I am speaking literally. I trump you because you're
No,
speaking
you
No, no,
don't.
listen to
You
me.
don't.
Just give
Yeah,
me
no, but
10,
you can't misrepresent.
give
No,
me 10 seconds.
but you can't misrepresent me and I just be quiet because then it's like I'm acquiescing to that. No, that I don't, that's not my stance.
Okay, are you literally black?
No, but
Okay,
that's the
thank you. I
name.
win this
Okay.
point. You lose. You got
You
cooked.
don't, your comprehension is slow. Dude, we are that black is okay. Do you know? This is a better question. Do you know why we say we're black?
Well, there's different reasons why people say
No,
they're
no.
black.
Okay, I'm saying the average FBA, when we say we're a foundational black American, do you know how we define black? Yes or no?
Explain it to me. Go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm going
Okay,
to shut up
right.
and
But
you explain
I'm
it to me.
asking you first. You can't say we're not black and don't have a definition for it. I'm saying when we
Okay, when I say you're black, I'm
no
talking
no
about
no, it's not you. It's when we say we're black, you said we're not, right?
yeah, literally. Okay, I'm talking about the color black, like the
Okay,
screen. You see
dude.
the black drop, the drop black, those letters black.
So okay,
You're
so do
not
you
literally
believe?
black.
Okay, cool, got it. So do you believe when we say we're foundation black Americans? Do you believe we think we're the color of those letters? Do you
No,
think we're communicating that?
no, you're not.
Okay. So what do you believe we're communicating?
Metaphoric. That's the problem.
Okay,
That's
but
the issue.
but
It's
just
metaphoric.
no. Okay, explain the metaphoric definition of how we use black. Explain what we're doing.
Well, because you're not black, but you're saying you're black. So you're using black as an experience or whatever you want to call it, but you're not literally black, like a black cat, black house. You're
Hey,
using it metaphorically. You're not
okay.
black.
So now I see why you're behind the eight ball. Okay, yeah, we can literally say we're the Ninja Turtles. We can use what the hell is an Asante? That's a made up word that they came up with and describe themselves. What's a Yoruba? What's a German? These are made up words from human beings who said we are that. What's an Eritrean? They made it up, but they said this is who we are. This is the lineage. Black the same way, and then we're explaining what black is.
What is black to
Okay.
you, Ron?
Okay. Cool.
What is black
No,
to you, Ron?
it's what is black to the FBA. It's an experience. It's the culture. It's everything. It's the ethnogenesis. It's our unique everything that comes with the ethnogenesis. We're saying that's black, and we're saying, and that's why nobody else can be black because you got to experience our ethnogenesis, like every bit, point for point, or you're not black.
Okay, Ron. Listen.
Wait. So wait. Before you do that. Did you understand that?
That you're saying black to you is an experience. Am I correct?
Okay. Did you understand everything I just said? I said everything that comes with our ethnogenesis, we call that black. Is that understood?
Yeah, today. Yeah, you're talking about the last 50 years. You're not talking about 400 years ago. You're talking about the last 50 years.
Of course. Okay, bro. The last 400 years, did we say we're American?
Yeah,
400 years?
yeah, Frederick Douglass said we are Americans.
400 years?
Yeah,
400 years?
Well, it was what?
Frederick
Okay. So we're talking about centuries ago. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, S44. You see what he did right there? He held me to 400 years. I helped him to 400 years, and he thought Frederick Douglass was around here in the last 400 years.
I didn't say that.
You're crazy. I just asked you, did we call ourselves American 400 years ago? You said yes, Frederick Douglass. You're crazy.
I didn't say we called ourselves black 400 years ago. Frederick Douglass.
Okay.
I said back. Frederick Douglass said we're American.
No. Okay. But no, I corrected myself. I said the last 400 years, did we call ourselves American? You said yes. I said who? You said Frederick Douglass said it. You're crazy.
Boy, you're splitting hairs because you lost. But let me pivot real quick. I didn't come here to debate that side. And we can debate it, but I want to tell you something, Ron. And
I bet you didn't.
And this is the foundation of why I'm here.
There's levels to this, man.
No. Listen to me.
As you're finding out tonight.
No, there's not levels. You're just being foolish, but forget it. I'm talking to you, Ron. Listen to me. Yeah. You're black. I am American. You're nobody. You don't have a nation. You don't have the USA flag is not yours. The anthem. Listen, let me just land, bro.
I said cool. I'm ad-libbing.
Listen to me. I am not here to change your
mind. Wait. I'm not saying you are, but I need to ask you why.
God, I can't land my plan, bro.
So I can't question you while you land your plane.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
It's only gonna take 15 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead, religious teacher. Go ahead.
Okay, you're black. I'm not
Right.
here to change you call yourself black and you can
But you
use.
can't. You're gonna lose.
No, bro, you're black. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm simply saying
You tried last night.
Okay, will you stop, bro?
All right, go ahead.
You're black. I accept that. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm letting you know in your chat know that you being black, you're nobody because you don't even have a
Why?
nation, because there's no nation called black. The USA flag is not yours. The USA anthem is not yours. So when
Okay.
you say you're black, no, listen, give me 15 more seconds. You're
God
nobody.
damn, now more seconds?
You don't have a nation. And moreover, if you want to say, well, I'm black and and I'm a black American, which means we're one of different Americans, you're still a nobody because there's over 500 different ethnicities, right? So either way, you're a nobody because there's no nation called black.
How many more?
Nobody,
Okay, so now
so you're
is there a
nobody.
nation? Is there a nation called the Aboriginals?
No, there isn't.
So are they nobodies?
No, they belong to whatever tribe they belong to. Yeah, they belong to whatever tribe they belong to.
This guy, do your light work, and you're falling apart tonight, bro. But what about the Asantes?
You're still a nobody. No, you are a nobody. You're black. You don't have a nation called black. Muhammad Ali spoke about that, bro. He goes, man, if we're Negroes, we don't even have a home. He says, what's the home of the Negro? Same thing. You're black. You don't have a home. There's no nation called home, but I'm an American. I have a home, America.
Hey, stop doing that, man. Stop. What are you doing?
And while he's talking to his son, and if you want to say you're a black American, one of many types of Americans, you're still a nobody because there's over 500 different ethnicities. You're just one of 500 different
now you're
ethnicities.
backtracking.
So either way, you're a nobody. You're a nobody because you're black.
So what about the Kurds? Do the Kurds have a nation?
The who?
The Kurds, Kurds. Okay, what about the Cherokee?
Okay,
what about the Cherokee? What about the Cherokee?
Yeah, they had the Cherokee tribe. Yep.
No, nation. You said tribe.
Well, whatever
nation.
You want to call it, nation, tribe. Cool. Whatever.
No, it's a big difference. No, a nation, not a tribe.
Oh, I don't know about, like, one of my mother's grandmother is Cherokee, but I don't know what you're laughing about. You're still lost. You're nobody. You're just.
Hey, are the Yoruba, is Yoruba a tribe or is that a nation?
It's a tribe.
So they don't have a nation, right? So
yeah, their nation. No, listen, no, their nation is Nigeria. You see what I'm saying? Their nation. No,
you just said no. You just said the nation got to be called after their name. Remember, our nation is American.
Listen,
but you said no. Oh, no, I know, I got you. See, this is the problem.
You're
okay, cool.
Me,
okay, so let me get 15 seconds. Like you asked for it. I might add another 15 seconds. You said because we're black, we don't have a nation because there's no nation called black, right? And then I said, well, what about Yoruba? Are there somebody? You said, yes, they are. I said, what's the nation? You said Nigeria. But I said, wait a minute, but there's no nation called Yoruba, right? You said no. So then are there nobody? See, your logic flopped. This is what happens when you guys return to my channel. Is RIP. Go ahead. And there's more.
Hey, hang on. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah.
More ears.
Again, if you listen to my channel, I cover this 1,000 times. You're wrong. When you go to Europe, the ethnicity is the name of the country. Ethnic Germans, Germany. Ethnic Italians, Italy. I cover in my channel. It's flipped when you go to Africa, because Nigeria, there's tribes. So the ethnicity is not the nation anymore. The ethnicity is the tribe, and the nation is a nation that all the tribes exist in. You see what I'm saying? You don't study my channel enough because I've already covered that. So when you go to Germany, the ethnic Germans are German, right? Ethnic Germans, their country is Germany. So the ethnic Germans are named after their nation, just like Italians are named after their nation, Italy. The French are named after their nation, France, right? But when you go to Africa, it's different. They're tribes under one nation. So the ethnic tribes does not represent the nation. But in America, we're like in Europe. We're ethnically American, right? So America is ours. Ethnic Germans, Germany is theirs. Ethnic Americans, America is ours. Africa is a different situation. So they're under a nationality of Nigeria with over 300 different ethnicities. It's not like that in Europe or here. So when I say I'm an American, America belongs to me. You're a black person, right? You're in the shoes of Nigerian. You're in the shoes of Igbo. Igbo is one of 300 different tribes. That's what you are in America. You're one of 500 different ethnicities.
Let me ask you a question.
So you're a nobody because you're one of 500 different ethnicities. You're versus me. I'm an American. This is all mine. Everybody else are immigrants. Go ahead.
Okay, I got it. Now you said the prefixes make us an immigrant, right?
Yes, Mexican American, Italian American, Irish American. Anytime you put a noun before the American, you're that. That's how it works.
Okay. You know, it's a linguistic fallacy, right?
No, it's not, because that's the way it works, bro. I looked it up last night. And let me help you out real quick. My neighbors will tell you. I got a neighbor. He's and she is German American. They'll tell you, like, I'm German, but I've been here for centuries, bro. I'm a citizen of America, but I'm German. See how that works? Yeah.
Okay. So look, let me help you out. That is a linguistic fallacy. Prefixes in ethnonyms don't indicate immigration. You literally made that up. You cannot Google that. Okay, so prefix in ethnonyms, they indicate heritage. Okay, so Native American does not. So Native American, does that equate immigrant?
A Native American is an immigrant to the United States of America. Absolutely. It's a nation within. No. Listen to me. You're wrong. All the Native tribes.
I asked you the question. I didn't. I'll ask you how wrong I asked you the question.
I'm answering the question. So, a Native American tribe is a nation within a nation. They're not part of America.
Are they immigrants?
Yes, to the United States of America, they're immigrants because they're a nation within a nation.
Yeah, no, you bugging. Okay, so look, Italian American, right? What is that?
Italian American are Italians who are citizens of America. That's literally what an Italian American is. Italian people who are citizens of America. They're still Italian. They're just citizens of America. They're still Italian. They got the lineage.
Okay.
They got the bloodline. They just live in America. That's what an Italian American is. An Italian.
So now, got it. I heard you. So let me tell you the way the English language works, because we have something called grammar. Some people learn in school. Okay, so the prefix in Italian American, Irish American, the prefix marks ancestry, not residency.
Duh, I just said that. I literally just said that. You're literally repeating what I just said, that Italians who are citizens of America. You just repeated what I just told you. You think you're so smart. You're not.
Yeah,
you just repeated what I just said.
Okay, you might be missing it.
No, you said, it dictates ancestry, citizenship. I just said that Italian American, they are Italians who have citizenship in America. That is what an Italian American is.
No. You have Italians who are actually just American.
If there's okay, go ahead, land your plane. Go ahead.
Yeah.
When you're done, let me know. I'm gonna jump in.
You too hostile, like I explained. Get down from there. Get down. Come sit down over here. So, like I explained yesterday, okay, you don't understand anything you're saying. You're making stuff up. There's nothing you can refer to. So when you have an Italian American, right? That Italian is American. The Italian in that sense is giving you what type of American they are. Is the Italians giving their heritage? This is saying this American has Italian heritage, but this person is indeed an American. The same thing with Irish, the same thing with Mexican, and the same thing with Jamaican. So it's explaining what type of American they are and with their heritage. So this American has Jamaican heritage. They're a Jamaican American, but they are American.
Okay.
Wait.
I want to share my screen real quick. So can you drop that picture out so I can share it?
Not just yet. Hold on one second. But not yet. Hold on. Not yet. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to take something back.
No, I want to share a picture. I can't share it until you drop that picture.
Okay. So do you still stand on Native Americans are immigrants?
To the United States of America, they're a nation within a nation. They're not part of America. That's why they became citizens in 19.
I just asked you a simple question. Wait, no. Go ahead. You said that's why they became what?
Yeah, they had to become citizens, grandfathered in, because they were not considered part of America. So in 19.
So how would they? Hold on. I'm trying to follow you. I got a question for how are they grandfathered in?
Well, not grandfather. They just 19.
You said that.
Listen, I do believe in 1917 they gave these Native Indians citizenship. Well, if these people were not immigrants, right, to the United States of America, they wouldn't need citizenship. But
okay, so wait. So are Black Americans immigrants? Because they got citizenship.
Well, I'm not Black. We're Americans.
Okay, no, you. Okay, no. So your ancestors were they called freedmen given citizenship from the 1868 14th Amendment?
Yes.
Okay, so you just said, so were they immigrants?
No, they were never considered a nation within a nation. You're confusing yourself.
Hey, yo, dude, I asked you, no, you're confused. I asked you a flat out question. Hey, family, anybody can Google it. The Native Americans, they always were here. Okay, they were not immigrants to America. They're not immigrants to this country. Then they're never immigrants. They're never called immigrants. Immigrants immigrate, bro. They come from one place to another place.
Okay, then answer this, bro.
Wait. Before we answer that, I want to establish a fact here. Foundation Black Americans were given citizenship just like some of the Native Americans, and neither one are considered and are immigrants. Okay, so go ahead.
This is where you're wrong, bro. Your thinking is just ignorant, because the Native tribes are considered a nation within a nation. Google it. Our people were never considered a nation within a nation.
The question is about immigrants.
Make that
comparison. The question was about their immigration status. You were wrong, bro. You are wrong. It's okay. But you can finish. But again, just know you're wrong. I asked the question. I didn't ask a question about nation and all that stuff. Nation within a nation. I just asked you, are they immigrants? Are they considered immigrants? And the answer is no. You're wrong.
Okay, so listen to me. Listen to me again. Our ancestors were never considered a nation within a nation. The tribes to this very day.
That wasn't the question.
No. Well, let me just say it then. Even today, the tribes are considered a nation within a nation. They're not considered part of our nation. They have their own rules, laws, and regulations that we don't abide by.
Go sit down.
So that's why Ron is false. He's comparing a nation within a nation to a group of people who were never considered a nation within a nation. We've always been a part of America, this nation state. Oh, we built it. We've always been a part of it. The native tribes have not. That's why they had to be given citizenship, because the government understood these people aren't part of this nation. They're a nation within a nation. You see what I'm saying? So you're making a false equivalence. You're trying to compare us to a nation within a nation. We've never been a nation in a nation. So your whole premise falls apart.
Let me ask you a question. Do immigrants voluntarily leave their homeland and come somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay. Can you prove that Native Americans have done that?
Prove Native Americans did what?
Yeah, immigrate.
Yeah. Well, people have said that. Anthropologists said they came from Siberia, thousands of
15,000 years ago. Yeah, come on, it's about 15,000 years ago. Yeah, are you nuts, bro?
No, they immigrated here. You just asked me.
No.
You said did they immigrate?
All right. You got it. Let's move on. Yeah, because Okay, so I took some notes, some wild things you said.
Well, hang on. Let me just say this again. You are Black. You're a nobody. You're nobody. You're Black. I'm an American. I'm everything. You're Black and you're nobody. And I want to play Muhammad Ali to let you guys know, when you say you're Black, you're literally a nobody. Check this out. Listen to Muhammad Ali.
The solution to our problem, Black man on his own land, building for self. Everybody has a nation, but the Negroes in America. Everybody has a nation. This is a bold statement, but nobody else can say this. Everybody has their own country and land, but the Negroes in America. You from England. You don't like it over, you can go back home. There's a Nigerian out there. He don't like it, he can go back home. Oh, there's a Mexican out there. He don't like it, he can go back home. Oh, there's a Puerto Rican out there.
What is this? Trying to give me copyright strike?
No, it's not copyright, bro.
Chinese and
what's the point of playing?
He's gonna say something. Hang on, just 10 seconds. Watch, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
England, what country named Negroes?
Right there, listen.
We all Negroes.
Same thing. He said, "What country is Negroes? Why are we called Negroes? What country is Black?" You know, he came to the understanding. Stop. We don't even have a country.
Okay, now watch this. Wait. Hold on. Now, brother, this is gonna be looking bad for you. Who was his leader?
NOI, what's his name? Elijah Muhammad.
Oh, the religious leader, AASL. Dude,
I'm
he just
listening.
cooked himself. Yo, he
No, I
just
didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay, okay,
I did
hold
not
on.
cook myself.
Just relax, relax. For the people who are here now today, yesterday he discredited Malcolm X because he said Malcolm X was not an activist. He was a religious person because he's in a religion.
He was a
And the
leader.
leader,
No, go ahead,
dude,
Lamb.
relax, 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 relax. You're done. Okay, so family that was here last night, and the people who are not. Last night, I brought up Malcolm X. He discredited Malcolm X and said he was not an activist. He was a religious person under a religion called Islam, right? So therefore, we can't take him serious because he's under religion. So now he just played Muhammad Ali, who was in the same religion as Malcolm X. Now all of a sudden, Muhammad Ali is the activist under the same religion, and Malcolm X not. Dude, you look crazy right now.
Let me respond.
They got the same religious leader.
This is how crazy you are, bro. There's something wrong with you, bro.
And they call
Because
him the
no, listen to me. Because Malcolm X
he
was,
just cooked himself.
No, listen. Malcolm X was a religious leader. Muhammad Ali wasn't. he was a layman. Malcolm X
he was not.
Yes, he was. He was not a religious leader. He was a layman.
I gotta mute you. Well, first of all, Malcolm X was not a leader. He was the national representative. So you're
He wasn't a leader. Oh my!
No. The leader of what? The leader of what?
He was the mouthpiece of
No. Yeah, it's called national representative. I don't mean you're a leader, my boy.
Well, come on, bro. He's a leader. Come on.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah. You see, keep going to. Oh no. You can't talk over me, bro. You keep going to Nation of Islam, and you shouldn't do that. I keep trying to tell you, like that's my strongest lane I can possibly have. The Nation of Islam. Malcolm, there's really technically only one leader. Even Mr. Farrakhan is the technically leader. Because Elijah Muhammad left nobody to like really replace him. So everybody's called a minister, not a leader. Elijah Muhammad was never called a minister. He was the literal leader of the Nation of Islam. Okay.
Was Malcolm X a minister? Malcolm X a minister?
Yes. Minister
Malcolm. There you go. You just answered.
Okay. So he didn't hear me. The ministers are not the leaders, you fool. The question is, are you dumb? I said the ministers were never the leaders. You got Minister Abdul Khalid Muhammad. He's not a leader. You got Minister Nuri Muhammad, Minister Dr. Muhammad. They're not leaders, stupid.
You're crazy. A minister is a leader.
Okay. No. Yo, this dude retarded.
No, you're retarded. You could bounce, but a minister.
Okay, I'm telling you the rankings. So family. At this point, he's trying to check out, family. So when I mute people and they unmute themselves over and over and over.
No, I'm not, bro. A minister's a leader, bro.
Yeah, he's purposely trying to. So I'm gonna throw him in. I'm not gonna get rid of him.
No, bro. I got you.
But I will put you in the waiting room.
A minister. No,
Okay, yeah, you're in the waiting room. Family, Malcolm X was never a leader, and neither was all the ministers. They were ministers. You have Minister Mosque number 7. They're not leaders. They're ministers. There was only one leader, and that's why Elijah Muhammad he's the only person who can make up rules. Hey. Okay, so we'll go over there. Okay, so he hopped off. He threw his gun. Right, he had no more bullets. He threw the gun. He hopped off. I put him in the waiting room because he was being disrespectful. I'll mute you, bro. Stay muted. So, for you guys who's catching up, he discredited Malcolm X yesterday because he said Malcolm X does not count. His words doesn't count because he is a religious man. Okay, that's what he said. So then he comes back and plays Muhammad Ali. That's why I said, who is his leader? It's the same leader as Malcolm X. So how do you discredit Malcolm X? Because he's religious, with a religious leader, but then give credit to Muhammad Ali, who's religious, with a religious leader, the same one as Malcolm X. Same one as Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad. So he baked us up right there. Okay, and then he said Malcolm X was the leader. I said, the leader of who? He couldn't tell you. Family, go ask any Nation of Islam member. Former, current, Malcolm X he was called the national representative. That's not a leader. Elijah Muhammad was the leader of the Nation of Islam. And if you want to force it, you may be able to get away with calling Mr. Farrakhan leader, right? But those two were the only leaders that I could, and of course the Master Prophet Muhammad. But those three are the only names you can ascend to leadership of Nation of Islam. So I don't know why he keep running there. Like, dude, you don't know the Nation of Islam. It's okay, like, because that's not the argument. But as you clearly seen, he sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stop. Sit down. Stop. Don't push no more. Get in there. That means it's almost time to leave. He won't sit. He won't stay still. Okay, so S44, as you can see, I mean, he threw his gun and he hauled ass. And I told you, family, when people unmute themselves and keep talking. Now, look, he went. He said, "Give him 50 more seconds. 50 more seconds." He went undisturbed. Okay, but when it's my goal, Baz Ron makes too much sense. I got to cut in. I can't let him talk. He's doing too much damage. So all the followers, well, the 3 followers he brought in the chat, y'all all got to hold that L together. Y'all all got to hold that L together. Like none of, and matter of fact, I'm gonna do a part 2 because I really ain't get to cooking on his doctrine the way I wanted to. I gotta leave here anyway. But S44, before I leave, you want to, cook for a second and, go over some things?
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, wow. This is like deja vu. I mean, the exact same thing happened to him last night. And it's like he don't want to know. He don't want to deal with it. Their mind is made up. They want to be dealing with this black thing, which he's basically dismantled for himself for 2 days in a row. I mean, he's talking about the Nation of Islam. Of course, Malcolm X was the national representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And at that time, when he's talking about that, during even Muhammad Ali, they was calling the NOI black Muslims. Actually, they were saying they were not real Muslims. They had, I guess the black would be the prefix because the black was being called in America. So when they called you a black Muslim, everybody in the world knew they was talking about the black Muslims in America that Elijah Muhammad started because he was the man. So for him to be coming on here, he's so disingenuous because, oh no, I didn't read that. Oh, I don't know. Tell me. He knows he's digging through the crates and everything about FBA. He really can't touch it. He was talking about America and he's American and you're nothing. Okay, so he pulled up a definition last night for the people that was in the chat that said that the first Americans that they could trace that they said were Aboriginal. They said those were the people. They were copper and colored races. That's what his definition said. So there was no America at that time, but he pulled it up and called it that. But the natives on that land, the copper people, the copper and the colored races were not calling themselves America. So now he's jumping on America as a new term, just like when he jumps over there to Nigeria, saying, no, those are Nigeria. Well, Nigeria was not even a country at that point. Nigeria had so many tribes that was mixed up after those wars that they was having over there. By the time they did draw a map of Nigeria, they was warring so bad that when they drew the maps, they still didn't know exactly who they were. And to this day, they still are fighting those same people over there in Nigeria because they feel like they treating them bad. They actually telling Nigeria in many places they have to go. A lot of these people were not calling themselves black, but now they are. They're going against the very thing that he's saying. People are now saying that they're black. So he's calling the very people that he's saying that have a country now, they call themselves black, then they're nothing.
Hey, that's a great observation, bro. that was a great observation right there, bro. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it's incredible what he's doing while I'm listening to him. And what he's doing basically is you already got all the fire for him. He literally like got a revolver to his head, just doing it over and over again. Just keeps pulling the trigger. I'm like, dude, no wonder nobody's gonna follow you. One thing they don't understand about us, which I believe he said he is, we have a great senses for picking up BS. And that's what the Caucasian do a lot. That's why he tried to throw out the Caucasian on us, talking about, oh, you're cosplaying and things like that right there. Well, no, See, because we know that a lot of our family that's listening in the chat and around that are in these spaces, they accept FBA easily. They say, well, I'm an FBA, but this is what I want to say. See, he don't want that. A lot of these people that have been arguing during their lifetime, they have had a certain type of prestige in these little circles, and now it's falling apart. But we're not doing it to him. You know, he's here trying to convince people that he's around that he has something by calling himself American. It's like, dude, you pulled up a statement from a dictionary that you wanted to prove on live, meaning that you already on tape. You on Ron's tape. You can play that tape back and just do yourself. But you don't want to do that. You want to come back on here. Oh, this is what I mean. Oh, this is what I mean. Well, you know, us as Black Americans, FBA, we are able to pick that stuff. We used to people trying to trick us. How you think this Constitution got written? This Constitution got written by trying to write us out of things and talking about us about 3/5, talking about property, talking about this. When they're writing stuff like that right there, we know who they talking about, guy. So we don't need nobody to come tell us when somebody playing games. You know, there's some things good that the nation did have in there. They were talking about sometimes like a third eye. They're talking about a certain type of sensory that we have. Matter of fact, Tariq called it the Majira spirit. Some of us just call it that BS level, that BS meter that we have. We have that in every country we go. That's why I keep telling folks, when we go places, they say Americans walk around like they own everything. And they not talking about the white man because they were the white man. They talking about us. When we in Germany, they think that. When we're in Russia, we think that. When we're in Africa, they think that. When we're in Jamaica, we think that. That's why they all mad, because they think that we own everything. But it's like, nah, it's just the way that we feel. This earth really do mean something to us. Y'all keep writing all these books all the time. But this earth really does belong to us. We don't need these arguments with this guy. This guy's coming on here talking about America. It's like, dude, we won't even talk.
One second there, S44. Dream, what did you want to add to the conversation?
Hey, what's happening, Ron?
You dig?
Yeah, that was a good build with USA Docs. I appreciate that you pointed out to him that MLK considered himself proud to be Black. You know, that was a good route to take. You know, because between you and is that your background, Ron, or is that? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ron?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because, you know, interestingly, because I've been on USA Doc's panel a few times. I've had a few discussions with him. I'm sure you're aware of that. And you know what's always interested me with, you know, because I've always seen where he thinks Black Americans are the only Americans. You think Black Americans are the only Blacks. So, you know, just that parallel between you guys have always been kind of interesting to me. And for that reason, I've always kind of thought that there was something really similar about y'all too. And I've kind of made parallels with him and you whenever I go on his panel. But I wanted to ask you if I could.
Is that why he kept calling you Ron the whole damn show?
Possibly. Well, I'm not sure. I don't really think so. I think he was just making a mistake, because I've
Obsessed
called him
with
Ron,
me.
but I've called him Ron.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense if he reminded you know, you me to him. Yeah, that would make sense for you to do that. But for him to do that back to you was weird.
Yeah, I think he was just making a mistake.
Yeah, but what's the question?
Yeah, so, you know, you used MLK to prove to him that Black Americans are proud to be Black and never had a problem with referring to themselves as Black. Is that your background, Ron?
I don't. Maybe maybe.
There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of
Oh yeah,
talking
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're at.
There's a lot of people talking. I mean, I tell you, I'm not lying. So, family, you see, when I say I'm in a diner, an expensive diner, I'm not lying. I'm in a real diner. So, thanks for reminding the chat. So, chat, go ahead and if you can, cash at your brother a few coins. You feel me? Because these diners, these settings are very expensive, and this is more packed than what it normally would be. So, you see, I'm not lying. I'm really being diners every time I go live and during the day. But go ahead, bro. I'm going to mute.
Yeah, it's extra loud. Like it's more loud than usual in the diner today. But the same way you used Martin Luther King to prove to BSIA that Black Americans were proud to be Black, and that doesn't take away from them being American. Martin Luther King also referred to Caribbeans and Africans as his Black brothers as well. So how come you don't use Martin Luther King, or can Martin Luther King be used to convince you that Black Americans are not the only Blacks, since Martin Luther King referred to Black people everywhere as his Black brothers?
Okay, so let me answer that. I did not use Dr. King the way you thought I did. I used Dr. King to contradict him because I was showing him how to research. I'm saying that he's being selected. How can you use Dr. King to prove we're American when Dr. King also said we're Black, that he goes against? So I was saying, which Dr. King is true? The one that says we're Black and beautiful, or the one that says we're American? Because to him, those two terms contradict. So I was showing him, hey, you're using Dr. King to say we're American, and you agree with that, and you say we're not Black, but Dr. King said we're Black. So I was showing him.
I think he was using Dr. King. Yeah, I think he was using Dr. King to say that we're not Black and that we shouldn't be Black.
So I was using Dr. King. So I was using his own source to contradict him and get him up out of
Right, you were using Dr. King to prove to him that we are Black. But my question
No. I was not you. That's not why I was using Dr. King to prove anything.
That we're proud to be Black.
Not even that. I was okay, bro. If you tell me you love dogs and hate cats, right? Then you use your, let's say, neighbor as an example. She said, "Yeah, I love dogs." You say, "See, Ron?" She said, "See, Ron? She loves dogs." But if I play her other side, say, "Hey, she loves cats too." You see, that's what I did. I said, "No, she did love dogs, but she don't hate cats. She also loves cats." So I was showing him his source agrees with him and me. So you can't use them as like, hey, Dr. King said it, so I'm right. No, Dr. King said both, so you're wrong. Because according to him, listen, so according to him, Dr. King shouldn't have said we're Black. See, Dr. King saying he's Black and American agrees with me. I say I'm Black American. He says I'm not Black, I'm American. So he used Dr. King. Okay, you're missing the answer. I didn't use Dr. King for your purposes. I used Dr. King to his own source to contradict him. That's what I did.
See, I'm aware that that's what you did. I'm aware of that. I'm not sure why you're not aware that I'm aware of that. But the same way.
Because the question you're asking me, that's why I don't think you're aware of it.
So let me just, outside of all of that, you claim that Black Americans are the only Blacks.
Yep, I proved that over and over and over.
But Martin Luther King refers to Caribbeans and Africans as his Black brothers. So how come you're not? How come you're ignoring Martin Luther King in this context, but you're accepting him in?
Okay, I see, family. He doesn't get it. I'm not holding him as the end all be all. See, you missed it again. See, S44. That's why I kept repeating to him, and he kept saying he got it. He didn't get it. Dude, I'm showing him his source, not my source. Dr. King is his source. I'm showing him, yo, your source said we're American and Black. You're out of there. So you know the phrase, he died at his source. You're familiar with that, right? So I'm showing him he died at his own source. I'm not using Dr. King as my source. I'm using his source to say, yo, he said we're both. He's saying what I'm saying. So that's his source, not my source.
Right. Maybe I just missed it, but when I was listening, the main thing I thought you were proving was that Martin Luther King was proud to be black. Like I thought that's the main thing. I did not hear in Martin Luther King what you played of him saying anything about him being American. He was just talking about the black thing.
Yeah. You missed it because we had a conversation yesterday. So a lot of what we're talking
maybe
about.
You can play it again. Maybe you can play the Martin Luther King piece again.
I don't need to play it again because he is using this is the last time I say this. Last time. He is saying we're American and we're not black. And he said even Dr. King agrees to that. He said, listen to this. And he played so he's saying Dr. King agrees with him and not me. So he played Dr.
You said
King
Dr. King agreed with you.
No. Dude, it's not that's not what I'm doing, bro. You gotta listen and be quiet.
Dr. King agrees with you though.
So you don't want to listen? You just want to keep rambling?
No, because it seems like I'm just trying to be clear on what you feel.
Okay. Let me mute you. All right. Let me mute you. He used Dr. King to prove he's right. I use Dr. King to prove he's wrong. By his own reference, the angle he's using, he ignored Dr. King saying he's also black. So I'm saying, hey, play the rest of it, basically. So so when he played it and press pause, I said, hey, unpause and let him keep talking. That's what I did. So I'm saying, so he's not saying what you said, just that right there. He said it both. You're wrong. So now, if I do this, Tether Dream, if I say even Dr. King agrees with me that we're the only black people in the world, and then you quote that, then I lost. You feel me? I won't do that. Because I know Dr. King said my black brothers, he's using it as an adjective. He's using it as a descriptor. He's not using it as they're part of the lineage. Okay? That would just be dumb because it's false. Like he even said he called them Caribbean. So he understands like they're from a whole different place, whole different experience, whole different ethnogenesis. So when he used it as a descriptor, an adjective, color, the black brothers, but it wasn't like he's part of the same lineage of how we use it. So you're kind of missing that. Okay. But
can I unmute? Can I unmute?
Yeah. No, you good, but you could try again. It's not gonna work.
No,
and
that's
Dr.
fine.
King, he's not the leader. All right.
Right, that's
Okay,
fine. So let me just ask the question straight up then. Do you think Dr. King is wrong in referring to Caribbeans and Africans as his black brothers?
Hey, yo, family, I don't know if these guys I don't know if non-FBA just got a low comprehension. I just said he used black as an adjective. I just said that. He used it as my black brother adjective, black like us. He didn't use it as a capital B. That would make no sense. He identified them as being Caribbean. So he showed a distinction between we're not the same people. You're Caribbean, I'm American.
And so there are times when, and you can point out that there are times when Dr. King in his speeches, in his written speeches, he used a capital B on the word black and a common B. Like he made the distinction, like the same way in the Bible, certain things are written in there. God is sometimes in a capital G and a small G.
He couldn't have. He'd been assassinated in 1968. All right.
Right. So he didn't use the small G, big G thing. He just used one B.
Yeah, the lowercase b, right? Because
you just
capital
use one
B
to refer to all of us. So what you
right. I gotta mute you. Capital B came later, you dumbass. It came through use of language, like how we say fresh.
Then why are you bringing it up, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, no.
You stupid son of
Yeah. He's mad as hell.
Stupid bastard.
No. Yeah, he is mad as hell.
You stupid.
Yeah, I made you look dumb again. All y'all look dumb. I made him look dumb. No, he never used capital B. Capital B came with common use of language. Okay, so now here's the problem with American Dream, Tether Dream. He's been debating. I watched his debates with Mr. USA, whatever he call himself. And the guy who I cook been cooking him.
Right.
The guy I cook been cooking him, like he's been destroying him. I watch because I said I had really no sleep. I've been watching like his. I said, oh wow, Dream is on here debating him. I watched it. I was laughing for entertainment because I was like, oh, if he loses a Dream, I'm gonna really get on him. But he didn't, so that's why I didn't bring it up. You feel me? I'm unbiased. I'm an honest person. I believe he beat Tether Dream. But see, that doesn't work. Dr. King, proper noun, family. When you use black as a proper noun, you're being specific what you're talking about. So the proper noun black cannot be all inclusive. Cannot be. It's all exclusive. It points to one lineage. So he was confused on even like why I brought up Dr. King. It's like I didn't bring up Dr. King to validate my point. I brought up Dr. King to validate his point because Dr. King is his source, not my source. So that's why I say, bro, if I said we're the only blacks and Dr. King said it too, then he could use Dr. King to say my black brothers to show, hey, he didn't do that. He did something else. Then he'll be right. I didn't use Dr. King as my source of reference. My source of reference would be AS44. My source of reference would be modern people. Like Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, like modern people. Like that's how we use the Nation of Islam. That's how we use black today. So Dr. King, I say he's assassin in 68 family, because I'm saying when you look up the word black, right? AS44, when you Google black, you're gonna come to they're gonna say the Black Power movement, family. So it was an evolving word.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so about time Dr. King, because look, it took Dr. King a long time to use it.
Mm-hmm.
He went because he just said, like, the family. Dr. King just said in the video I played that it was always associated with things negative. So we're gonna be reluctant to use it. But he was encouraged by the Black Power movement that it's okay, bro. It's okay to use it. So he said it. He said, well, I'm gonna get the language straight. I'm black and I'm proud. So he's saying, I'm gonna say it today. I never said it before, but today I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna be proud. And this is who we are going forward. Right. But at that time, it was still an evolving word. It was evolving. So it went to the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. That's why people were saying Obama's not black.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So why did we say Obama wasn't black during the 2004 campaign, Obama campaign? Why are we saying he's not black? You see, we knew that black meant just the lineage. So when immigrants start pouring over here, white folks and the government started acknowledging, definitely liberals start to acknowledge them as black as well, like kind of like co-opting them and are like, forging them on blackness. You feel me? And we let it go because we didn't think nothing of it. And then we started to see like, oh, I see what they're doing. And now it's time to repo blackness.
Yeah, Becky and Ken want some more docile dark skins. But Tether Dream crashing out. I mean, dude, like you look, I got that clip. You feel me? Like, you look crazy. Like y'all won't catch me on the internet doing that craziness. Ooh, I haven't heard you do that before.
Right. Yeah. And look at the other guy. The other guy crashed out too, and he was calm yesterday. So all of them are crashing out because they can't stand up against what we're saying.
That's scholarship, bro. That research, boy, wicked, bro. Look, bro, I got people that I don't know why they haven't been like really with you, brother. I've been sort of like talking to them, sort of trying to move that, because some of them just don't like.
Yeah, you keep making you muffled. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some of my people, man, get a little bit frustrated with all of that attacking online, but I tell them, I said, I'm telling you to go on YouTube, check out my man, because he's doing a lot of teaching. It's not a lot of back and forth and stuff. And I told him, man, like, go to Ron, man. This is where you're gonna get that scholarship. This is where you're gonna get people digging down deep, because when these people come on here, he really just wanted to get Dr. King in there. He needed Dr. King to help him today. And you would not have said, that's Dr. King. I was using him because this guy's you. I'm using him because he sourced them. I'm using him because this is what he said. So I'm just like a school. This is a school. You can't go everywhere in class and start talking about that. The teacher's gonna be like, no, stick to the point. No, you can't go over there. But this is how tethers do. They like little kids when they get around FBA. What about this? What about this? It's like they get so upset over this black thing. It's like, well, you know what Dr. King said was black. If you were watching last night, which you were, and it's like with them dealing with us is like diving in the ocean. You are trying to get that one little thimble of, if somebody can drop a little, what you want to say, a little bit of dye in the ocean that they smell like a shark or something, they come and it's gone. Because they just want to go back to talking about this stuff. Like you said, you be saying, well, our party didn't the black thing.
Wait, hey, 1 second, S44. Hey, Kwame. Hey, yo, hey, Kwame, call in, because I'm out. I'm out tonight. You see it's loud, like my son won't sit down. So call in tomorrow. I'll be live like 10 a.m.
All right, cool.
All right, peace. Yeah, so peace. So S44, I don't mean to cut you short, but if you see my background is super, it's never this loud, but it's lit. So I'm gonna check out, get out of here. My son is like won't sit still. He's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna play the donate song. And hopefully we get some donations and we out of here. You feel me? We taking on all on-comers, right? I put the phone number, I put the link in the chat, and whoever call in. And you see, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not doing a rah-rah, disrespect, calling people names and being sarcastic. I'm really trying to have an honest, serious conversation. I didn't call Dream a whole bunch of funny things. He started cursing me out.
Right, you being fair, bro. I'm sitting there listening to you in my own ears, bro.
I want to see what Kwame have tomorrow on this topic. I'm interested to know. But anyway, I'm gonna play the donate anthem. Hopefully, we get some donations. And family, I'm out of here. I gave people wrenches. New people who new FBA lineage folks was in the chat. I gave y'all wrenches. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video. You did click the notification bell. I'm live tomorrow. Kwame, aka Revenue, is gonna call up in the morning. We're gonna have a good. Y'all want to miss that one? Yeah, right. He's been like lifting weights. I guess he's like ready to try again. You feel me?
They back in that ocean, bro.
All right. So I'm gonna play the donation motivation song. And family, I will see y'all tomorrow 10 a.m.
Shout out to FBA family.
Start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really in my they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really in my they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, how they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, how they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really always standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really always standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Support when you're home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, nobody's wrong. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Support when you're home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, nobody's wrong. Please don't hate on it. Please support on it, on it. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, nobody's wrong. Cash app, $, nobody's wrong. Cash app, $, nobody's wrong. I'm really real one of them ones that they dumb. Thumbs up. Subscribe, cash app, $, nobody's wrong.